Are you a small to mid-market business that's still using Avaya for your telecommunications infrastructure or your call center? If so, this video is for you. So welcome to Cloud Sherpa, where we talk about everything cloud related. We do some vendor reviews and we talk about what's happening in the tech world in general. So I spent a couple of years at Avaya back in the early 2000s before everything went voice over IP. After our entire division was laid off, I then worked for a couple of Avaya business partners as well as a very large interconnect. I left that corporate sales grind in 2010 to start my own advisory firm. Since then, well, I've watched Avaya file Chapter 11 twice. They partnered with RingCentral, bought a company called Edify, a communications platform as a service company, and now they've made a move that puts a lot of smaller customers in a really tough spot. So here's my opinion on what you need to be aware of and some practical advice on what you should be doing if you're an SMB currently using Avaya. So let's talk about how we got here. Avaya filed for Chapter 11 in 2017 and then again in 23, both times to ditch debt and pull in fresh cash. The idea was to stabilize and modernize their aging infrastructure and look for a path to the cloud in order to keep up with the competition. So they partnered with RingCentral to launch Avaya Cloud Office since they had really no clear path to the cloud. Then they bought Edify to strengthen their cloud contact center game. On paper, that's a rebuild. But let's be real. They kept shrinking the portfolio and they focused on just a few bets. Meanwhile, the rest of the market raced ahead of them with cloud-first, API-first, and AI-native architecture. So now let's fast forward to 2025 and the pivot that hits SMBs right in the mouth. So here's the latest shift, and this one matters. Avaya made a statement that after June 30th, 2025, they no longer support public cloud contact centers with under 200 seats. At the same time, they're shutting down CPaaS and SIP trunking APIs by April 2025. Remember that Edify acquisition I mentioned? By the way, I liked Edify a lot. In fact, I interviewed their CEO, Cameron Weeks, several years ago, right after they launched the platform. I'll put a link to that video in the description. So look, if you're a small or mid-sized contact center, it's starting to feel like you're being shown the door. Some of you are going to be referred to via business partners. Others may be told to migrate, and fast. So what does this mean for you now if you're in this boat? Well, if you're under 200 agents on a Avaya Experience platform, or AXP Public as they like to call it, don't expect renewals or support. If you're using Avaya CPaaS or SIP trunking, i.e. Edify, start lining up a replacement now. And if you're still running on Avaya Prem with third-party maintenance, that system may still be running, but the support ecosystem is shrinking fast. So don't wait until you can't get parts or licenses. Start looking at your options now. So you may be asking, what are my options? Well, I'm glad you asked. Here's the good news. There are solid UCaaS and CCaaS options out there. Some by far outperform what you've got now with AI tools for agent assist and quality assurance, soft phones for hybrid employees, better analytics, smarter routing, and even cleaner admin consoles. So most of the current cloud solutions you'll find to be way more scalable and flexible in their architecture as well. But as you start to look at your options, be honest about costs and include taxes, usage, regulatory fees, all of it. Avoid being distracted by shiny features. Map out your current IVR. Check to see what application integrations you're going to need. That's where the real work is. Next, you need to pull every contract. Check your renewal dates, then lock down your requirements. Figure out what the must-have requirements are versus the like-to-have requirements. Then build your porting and cutover plan. If you want help with your options or your planned migration, call us. We do this all day. We're independent, vendor neutral, and our team doesn't work on quotas. So whether you stay with AXP or Avaya Cloud Office, or if you move to Microsoft Teams or switch to Five9, NICE, Genesys, Talkdesk, whatever, we'll get you through it. Clean and simple. Also, if you drop the words Avaya checklist in the comments or shoot me a message, I'll send you our migration checklist and offer your business a free 30-minute roadmap session. And it goes without saying, guys, if you like the content we're producing here, do us a favor and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And if there's a topic that you want us to cover in the future, drop it in the comments as well. Thanks for tuning in to Cloud Sherpa. I'm Derek Roush with Vocal Point Consulting, Luke 9:23.